Hello Del and welcome to Swim Therapy. It's the 17th of June 2024 and today we looked at fly and back and then a little bit on breaststroke at the end. Fly's looking good. You've got a better rhythm, you've got your two kicks in the right spot. You are starting to get that undulation. I think we need a little bit more fluidity in the body, but we're also going to learn about what's known as a press lift. This is essentially when you press your head and chest down at the minute, you can see the hands come down with you, which means you lose pull, and I think eventually it flattens you out. So that's going to be our sole focus because it's a big part of the stroke. It's the connecting factor between undulation and pull, which are two big parts of fly. You've got arms by your sides. Doing press kick and knee kick as we called it in the past. With this, try and pull belly button up as you do press kick and push belly button down as you do the second kick or knee kick. And it's just getting used to that movement again. We then start to add the lift to it. So you're holding a pull buoy just outside shoulder width. And a press lift is this. You do your press, you lift the arm to the surface. The benefit is you pull all the water from above your head. You're also going to be able to glide in that position. If ever you get any discomfort in your shoulder, chances are you're going too deep or your arm may have become too narrow. We then got rid of the float, did exactly the same thing. Right, now with the float not being there, you do need to lift that a little bit more. But the kick is there to help you. Use that first kick and the power from that kick to lift the arm up to the surface. Okay. Now, with that fresh in mind, we went to some single arm fly looking for this position, and we did really well with this. You want to do your first kick that little bit earlier, so you're able to lunge the head into position and lift the arm up. Keywords: press lift, knee kick, press lift, knee kick, or second kick. Okay. And that's how I want you to be swimming fly in terms of head and chest and the positioning of the hand. Make sure once the head has got to its deepest point, you're using the pull to bring the head back up. We then started to prepare to do this with two arms. So you had a kind of noodle float here for this. And it's kind of like the drill we did with the pull buoy, but just the double-armed version. Again, really use your kick to help you get into that position, pressing the head and chest forwards. Again, any discomfort, reduce the depth, and maybe check the width. Now going into full stroke, it is harder, 100%. You want to try and keep the timing as similar to the single arm as you can. When you watch this fly now, you can see the head and chest is getting under the arms. The hips are lifting up. Okay, and if we compare where we are there to here, we can see a bit of a press, but it's almost stunted because those arms dive down. The hips don't lift as much either. And then onto this one. Much better. Try your best to relax into it, and again, let the legs do the work. Press lifting, and that's your main focus now with fly, because like I say, it's such a big part of the stroke. We then got going with some backstroke. Now backstroke's looking way better. Catch is better, rotation's better, body position's improving too. So I still want you to work on the pull and rotation connecting and those small fast kicks. We're going to add a new skill to take away today, which is timing, a little bit on shoulder rotation as well. So at the moment, when the arm enters the water, the shoulders are flat and the other arm is stuck underneath, which makes the stroke less alternating. It creates more drag and just generally affects the timing. So we're going to work on that, and that's going to be our additional skill to take away. So, single arm backstroke. Keywords: shoulder. So you bring the shoulder over like so. Up, you reach up, and then you go to what feels like 10 o'clock. So, shoulder, up, 10. Shoulder, up, 10. Now you're taking more of an aerial route, which is a shorter distance to travel. The shoulders are switching position, so there's only ever really one shoulder in the water at a time, which is good for reducing drag. And when we start to add two arms, it's going to improve that timing. We then did a two of each. You can, I think we did on here as well, maybe a couple more than two, which is fine. It's just all about working the switch. So you do a couple single arms on one side, shoulder, up, two. And then again, shoulder, up, two. And then when it's time to switch, the arm that's gone to 2 o'clock here would wait a little bit while you exit, and then you would switch. And then again, shoulder up to 10, couple over on that side, and then you'd wait at 10 o'clock while the other one exits. So that's a really good one to start preparing for full stroke. Going into full stroke, keywords that I think will work best is weight at 10, shoulder up, weight at 2, shoulder up. And when you watch this here now, shoulders are rolling, the stroke's more alternating, and the timing's completely different. So you can see that's looking really good there. You watch a few seconds of that. Keep an eye on that right arm, make sure it's at least 10 o'clock. Then when you go back to the start, shoulders remain flat. You're almost having to do kind of one arm at a time. So it's less alternating. Where the shoulders are flat, you're getting more drag. Okay. In comparison to this one. Roll in the shoulders, one in, one out. Taking more of an aerial route over the top. So get practicing with that. Still work on rotation and pull, and still work on kick. You've got 3 things to work on now with backstroke. So just switch days, one at a time. Now at the very end of today, we had a quick little look at breaststroke. And ahead of this weekend, I just want you to remember this rhythm. Feel, in, kick. Feel, in, kick. Remember, the feel is that little bit slower. The in and kick, you need to really snap your feet up at the back. And between now and when you race at the weekend, I think just focus on consistency. Keep that rhythm the same as much as you can. And I think that will be the way to get the breaststroke ready for racing. So well done. Some new skills to take away there. Get practice in. I think it's all improving though. It's all looking much, much better. And then I'll see you in a few months' time to keep making this progress on your technique. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.